Hi guys, this is Bradley and Chelsea's here.
Hi.
She did. Say it again, Chelsea.
Here's my cat.
That's
She's
her cat.
so cute.
That's Chelsea.
No.
Only a brief second of you. People have seen you anyway.
I'm taking my kitty inside. Say bye, kitty.
Cat says bye.
Popcorn, get out of there.
That's Popcorn. You can't. He ran away.
Popcorn. Daddy wants you.
Hey Popcorn, come here. Say hi. Oh God.
You have to upload that.
Okay. But yeah, I'm outside cooking dinner on the grill when it's like 50 or some degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know Celsius temperatures. I think that'd be like 13. Just kidding. I don't know. It's like every 25 or so. I don't know. Anyway, fuck Fahrenheit. I'm kidding. There's dinner. That is a different version of yakitori than I'm used to, but it's yakitori nonetheless. Yakitori being something my dad picked up while he was in Japan. It involves sake, so it can't be bad. So, talk about, I guess, kind of an age thing. It's not so much about a specific age or any specific, well, probably getting that nasty garage in there. Any specific age group, but it's kind of how I feel that our age group being, you know, late teens, young adulthood kind of age group. How I feel that we are treated or mistreated sometimes. And I know that sounds like a kind of, I don't know, a stereotypical thing for a teenager to say, kind of blah, 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 blah. I wanted to talk about how true some of the stuff both sides of the issue are saying about us is true. I'm not covering the mic again. I know I'm not. That's good. This time, and you couldn't hear a damn thing I was saying, and I'm sorry for that. The thing I was thinking about today that made me worry about it was technology, and how although kids and teenagers usually get this rep for being reckless and whatever, in all reality, we are by far the most technologically savvy. Yeah, that was right. Technologically savvy generation to come so far. Of course, our kids and our grandkids and so forth and so on will be more technologically savvy as time progresses. But where we're standing now, we are currently the most technological savvy, generation. That comes with benefits and comes with negatives. And I think when you're talking to someone who was in a previous generation, they often seem to focus on the negatives of the use of technology, and I understand why the things that are said. Like, technology makes people lazy. That's true. That's a fact. That's not a fact. Technology doesn't make people lazy, but technology definitely adds to the laziness of the world. And necessarily disagree with statements like that, but when I hear people who are older talking about, like, well, back in my day we had it so much harder than you kids, and I'm sure every single person here who has parents has heard that, and I don't necessarily agree with that. Yes, there are different types of problems. The problems we face in our generation are by far different than the problems they face, but the problems that we shared, like, bullying, be it cyber or be it physical, beating people up kind of bullying, we share the same problems. And it's a little irritating to hear the only difference that I ever hear is that kids had to work hard, blah, 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 come home and do chores. I don't see that not happening. In fact, there are still a lot of kids who do chores every day. And on top of that, the fact that the workload in the school has gotten progressively harder as more stuff is learned about the universe and science and blah, blah, blah. The learning process in the United States started off very lackluster. It was really just not even the rich white kids, rich boys who would go and they would get their education, and it would lead them up to working on a farm or owning a small tavern. It was never anything big, and it's progressed to be more difficult each time a new generation arrives. I mean, there's more things to learn. I mean, technology is the lifeblood of our society, essentially. Without it, we would not survive, or most of us wouldn't survive. And that is something we have to learn as it advances. And it's kind of strange to me to think that people from the people from past generations look at what we go through every day and say, "Oh, you have it easier than us." Yes, we don't have to do nearly as much physical as you, but we're doing much more taxing and mental things. And on top of that, I have the physical abuse from bullies anymore. That's not really how bullies work anymore. It's all emotional and psychological. There's well, that's not true, but there's fewer and fewer bullies who use physical abuse and more who use psychological and mental abuse. And that's just, I don't know, I guess that's just gone with the times, and my hair is getting in my eyes again, and it's irritating. Not sure why, I don't know why, but that's just how it is. And another thing I've noticed is that adults that say, well, there's a lot of talk about, like, kids and teenagers using Facebook or Twitter or whatever recklessly, but you see more adults posting stuff that really doesn't need to go on the internet than you see people who are of an age younger than 19 or 20. And it seems to me, why are you telling us all these things about safety regulations and stuff on the internet when most kids have been brought up to know this? I mean, that was drilled into my head when I was little, at school, and you had to sign privacy agreements left and right to be allowed to use the internet at all at school. And sorry, my dog was messing with the chicken coop. Popcorn! They don't want to play. He wants to eat them. Anyway, I'm gonna stand up, check this food. It's gonna burn if I don't. I got the grill lower than I usually have it, so should be better. But yeah, I see more adults using recklessly than I do kids, and it's kind of irritating that I hear that statement all the time. And on top of that, the same thing goes with texting and driving. Adults text and drive or be on the cell phone while driving than I have kids. Just based on my own personal experiences and what I've seen personally, but I think the fact that so many adults are doing it and telling kids not to do it is kind of hypocritical. But then again, you can't stop people from being hypocrites. That's the nature of the human beast. You have the religious zealots who sit here and they go and have their little three-way orgy with some underage boys, and it's not to sound vulgar or anything, but it seems weird to me that on the younger groups of society being the worst when they have the same amount less issues than the adult in this world. And as I've gotten older, I've learned that, what they say about high school is true. High school never ends. It's always a big popularity contest. Just look at the way the elections work. It's not who has the better ideals, because there are independents who have so many good ideas that are just because they're not a Republican or Democrat. And that's not fair. And it needs to be changed, but that's a different video. But I think for the most part, I've got out what I wanted to say, even though I still have a lot of things I kind of just want to be like, stupid, blah, 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 blah. I can't do that. This is trying to be a semi-civil video, and I'm trying to succeed, but I might not be completely. Well, I think part of the reason this came up is being in between. Oh, you know what? I have to say something else. The age thing with teenagers, I don't get it. The ages with which you use alcohol and cigarettes should be the same. Be that both 18 and 21, I don't care. I don't lean either way, but they should be the same. And it should also coincide with, the draft and with porn, I guess. They all kind of happen at 18, except for alcohol. I think if you're going to have that one, I think everything should be at the same age. There are kids who are 11, 12, 13. I mean, shit, kids in fucking Italy drink from the time they're born, pretty much. That's not and they don't grow up to be fucking delinquents. And I think the only reason you have kids getting drunk now and stupid is because you have the law that says they're not allowed to do it until 21. If you're going to make that law a 21, I mean, it's not going to the way people are acting, but I think if it should be, it should be consistent. You shouldn't have, oh, you're 18, you can do all this stuff but drink. At the very least, make it, oh, you're 18, you can't do shit. Or, oh, you're 18, you can do everything now. It's like they're putting an age limit. Well, not an age limit. They're putting like an age in which you mature, in which you're an adult. But that age doesn't which age you actually physically are fully mature. And it's like, why even do that? That's a waste of time. Hey, Popcorn. I just wish that they would put that together. That's just a personal thing. I don't really give a fuck either way. I don't drink now, being 19. I don't smoke, even though I'm old enough to. I just don't do that stuff. Okay, that's the lie. I do drink, but not like, go get drunk. Like, I'll have a drink when I'm hanging out with some friends who are drinking that are all of age to drink. But, like, get hammered or drive on the way home. I just don't. That's never been who I am. I'm not the party goer kind of guy. I'm the sit home, talk on your computer with some friends, out with your girlfriend and in the movies, things like that kind of guy. It's just, I've never been a big crowd kind of people. In fact, I would argue that I'm a very open introvert. I know that there are people who would argue that I'm an extrovert because I'm very, I don't know, outgoing about my opinions. I'm very, straightforward and blunt about the things I do. But I still would argue that I'm a outgoing or introvert because I don't sit here and try to control people. I will tell you my opinion. If you don't want to listen to it, that's on your own shit. I'm not going to force it down your throat. It's just, why am I talking about this? Oh, God, I get so off track with these videos. All these videos could be many different videos, and this is probably like 15 minutes now, and nobody wants to watch that. Alright, I'll talk about this stuff later. I'll write it down somewhere, and I'll remember. But that's all for now. Popcorn says bye. Look at him. He's cute. He's adorable. Gender says bye. Bye. That's really dumb. And I will see you guys next week. I don't know when I'm going to upload another video. These have been the most irregular things ever, but it matches the theme of my game channel, or my other games. So, I will see you guys later. Always tearing shit up. I gotta go stop him. Bye, guys.